Hello, beloved listeners, and welcome to Snake People at the Movies, film criticism by people who actually like film. Join us as we dive into movies we love, movies we respect, and movies we wish we could unsee. It's the podcast where we talk about growing up and living queer, nerdy, and depressed online and at the cinema. Ladies and gentlemen, please put on your low-slung cargo pants and crop tops. I know they're hanging in your closet right this second. Pull them out, dust them off. Or if, it's late and you want to just take a nap, lie on the couch, chill, feeling relaxed, get out your LoTR tracksuit, which you wore to the Grammys last year. I know it's in there. If you want to put on a film, just walk on up to your local Blockbuster, pick up a DVD of Two Towers, crank up Blink-182's I Miss You on the radio, or Beyonce's Crazy in Love, and take a journey in time with us to 2003 with Sneople at the Movies. Hello. Welcome. I feel like I'm on NPR kind of in a way with that.
You did slide into the NPR register, which I think is always something
I like
that we
it.
should
There
do.
were two options, and they were Ira Glass or Carnivore Barker, and I chose to not do the
I
latter.
thought you were going to take the third option, which is movie trailer guy.
Yes, but that would hurt my voice so much.
That's
in a
fair.
world where we wear velour tracksuits,
Where we wear denim to the Oscars. Also, hi, I'm Matty. We didn't do our names.
Oh, shoot, I'm Helena. Yeah, hi.
I'm Ezra. Oh boy,
It's 2003, whatever.
So
It's
time
2003.
is fake right now. Look, time is the first and most prevalent fucking casualty of the coronavirus crisis.
Yes, I don't know what days are.
It. I'm still at work, so I do have to kind of pay attention to what day it is, but that's
my
the
God.
only reason.
I mean, me too, but I did send a bunch of emails yesterday that was like, have a great Friday, and then I was like, fuck, it was Thursday all day!
Which is funny to me, because you were talking very, very competently about, don't you have a D&D game tomorrow? It's Friday tomorrow. Yesterday you were doing that, so you did know at some point that it was.
Yes, I know, but I think that was later in the day, and I caught this maybe mid-afternoon.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
So I finished up my lunch. I think maybe I figured it out maybe a little bit after lunch, and I was like, God damn it. And I think the other part of it is we decided not to record Sneople yesterday, so I was thinking
Oh yeah, we usually record on Thursdays.
On Thursday, so I was like, it can't be Thursday, so I just teleported forward in time to. Also, it was Amanda's Thursday yesterday. She has a normal Monday through Friday. So in my head, I was like, oh, it must also be my Thursday, which means that it's Friday. I don't know, man. I have one more day of work. That's all I know at this point.
The way that I measure time
fake.
now is there's 5 days that are days that you can call the unemployment office and be on hold for 4 hours. And then there's 2 days where you can't because they're closed. And that's how time works.
It's a yes-no answer.
Yes.
And then you measure the hours, and these are the hours in which I can call the unemployment office, and these are the hours in which I can't. Makes sense.
Yeah, which ended about 2 hours ago for me. Fun. Lots of fun stuff going on. Sorry, this is why I should say I've been gone for a week. I did not record last time because last Thursday, when we usually record, happened to be the day when a bunch of me and my coworkers basically all got emails saying, oh, you're permanently laid off, have fun. So we were all kind of dealing with the aftermath of that. I was fine in terms of emotionally, but I was keeping in contact with everybody, making sure that information got to people and receiving information from our union reps. So I was kind of brain on a swivel, as it were, in terms of managing stuff. So that's why I wasn't here last time.
Yes,
understandable.
Now it's just a way of life, and I'm getting used to it. So for a while, anyway. So it's fine. I can watch movies, and it'll be good.
It's fine. We're in 2003 right now.
We're 2003. Yeah, I don't have a job. I am 10 years old.
As am I.
Yep,
yeah,
I'm starting
turning
5th
12.
grade. Hell yeah.
Right? Yes.
Yes, I believe so.
I was born in 1991 and I suddenly have forgotten how to do math.
I was 92, but I'm for most of the year I am 10.
Yeah, I was gonna say I was 11 for most of the year.
Yes, I was 10 for half of the year exactly.
Nice.
Because I'm born in the exact middle point of the year.
That makes me so happy.
Yeah, God, it's so nice for keeping track of things.
You're like...
I was also going to say, in argument for the time is fake, the past Sneople recording, just to peek behind the curtain, we always record on Thursdays because that's just worked best for all of our work schedules. Mm-hmm. We've now recorded 2 Fridays in a row.
Yeah!
So everything's just out the fucking window at this point. Like
who even are we? What the fuck? Yeah, we watched movies together the last 2 Thursdays instead of recording.
Yeah. And I also realized that we could do tabletop not every other Thursday, which is how we've had to do it. And I'm like, fuck it.
Yeah.
We can do it whatever. We can just do whatever we want now. There's no laws.
Yeah,
the only law is you gotta stay
inside.
Yeah. Yep.
Fucked up. Anyway, it's 2003. I am at this point in 2003 9 still.
Yeah.
So I don't gotta worry about shit.
I am 11. Literally everyone's pants are falling off because the pants only go like halfway up your hip bones. And if you are a person with pubic hair, boy, you better be careful about how far up on your body it goes or someone's gonna see it.
And nobody wears belts.
And nobody wears belts.
Everyone's
how
fucked.
Do people except for the like skaters wear belts?
Yeah, because if they don't, their board's gonna fucking catch their saggy ass pants.
That is true, but they're the studded ones, and they all have the 2 prongs. That was the big thing. Yeah,
secure as hell.
Yeah, I love those belts.
Remember what I was wearing. I remember what my hair was. I'm sure I had short hair in 2003.
Oh, I had. This was when I had a ponytail from ages 6 through 15. And there were a bunch of people who knew me at this age who had known me for years and had never seen me with my hair down. Somebody told me that they kind of secretly thought that I was like a Lego and it like just stayed like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I had not started wearing my hair up yet. But I did have the big hair and I did have a lot of it and it was long.
Wild. I've seen photos of you with like tons of hair and it's bonkers. Yeah, none of us knew each other, which is sad.
No, I think we will meet in roughly 3 years. If I'm doing that math right.
2 or 3,
yeah. So we weren't that far out. Wild. Anyway,
and it was for all of us. We realized while watching Master and Commander: The Far Side of the World last night, a very formative year in movies for all of us. So we said, you know what? All of us have, like, everybody, imagine all 3 of us, like, turning our brains upside down and, like, hitting the bottoms, like, we're trying to get, like, the last of something out of, like, a can, like, in a cartoon. That's what it was like with us trying to come up with an idea for this episode, and then we were, like, looking at a list of movies that came out in 2003 and just went, oh, hey.
Yeah.
This year ruled, actually.
We were gonna do something about, like, sort of gay relationships, but not explicit gay relationships in film.
Gay adjacent.
Out of nowhere, not really, but it's seemingly, if for those of you who haven't seen Master and Commander, Maddie was like, I want to watch Boat Movie, which is Master and Commander.
Yeah, which we exclusively refer to as Boat Movie or Boat Movie.
Which we've all seen at least once, but we rewatched last night because we're like, Boat Movie.
Yeah, it's one of my, for reference, it is one of my all-time favorite films and has been since I saw it in a movie theater in 2003.
I have only seen it the one time, like, soon after Ezra and I moved in together, and I think I was, like, asleep for large portions of it.
Yeah.
So I did not, that was like watching the movie for the first time.
That's so
there was, like,
fun.
one scene that I remembered.
I'm so glad I got to be there with that. Be there for that again.
Both times, yeah.
Both first times you saw this film,
I kept
got
spoiling it for you because I was like 2 minutes ahead.
Yeah, and it was so funny because you kept being like, "Oh, bummer about that," and I was like, "No, no."
Oh, that dude kicked it. Who?
What?
Yeah, we fucked up hitting play at the same time, so Helena was 2 minutes ahead.
Well, it's the beginning too when I was like, he says that thing about, whatever the cost in terms of finding the finding the French and I'm like, he's gonna regret that later when this thing happens to this character, and you're like, what? What's gonna happen?
Because I remembered a portion. Okay, this movie came out almost 20 years ago. I'm just gonna fucking say almost 20 years ago. If you haven't seen Master and Commander, you like boats, you should watch it because it's real good.
It's really good.
And if you don't want to get spoiled, don't listen to the next minute of what I'm about to say. So I fucking knew that he got shot, but I couldn't remember if he died or not. So you said that, and I was like, did he die? I thought he did surgery on himself and survived.
Referring, of course, to Paul Bettany's character.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I couldn't remember if he died or not, which is when you said that, and I was like, oh shit, I thought he performed surgery on himself and, survived.
Yeah.
But I couldn't remember if that was true or not, so...
It was.
Terrified. He was my favorite character in that movie, and I was so scared.
Oh, yeah. Buddy. Yeah, he's just... The two good. Of them are Paul Bettany and Russell Crowe have just, the most exquisite chemistry in that movie. They're so good together. Mm-hmm.
Russell Crowe plays the captain. Yeah. Paul Bettany plays the ship doctor. Hello.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's the dynamic.
Who's an Irishman.
It is the dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fuck whatever that weird thing that was growing on Tumblr for a while that was the dynamic is basically something sweater, something jackass.
Which is
I don't remember what it was.
I mean, it is still kind of that, though, too.
I guess. Yeah, I know, but it's not one of them is just a total dickweed.
Yeah, one of them is dick and one of them is soft boy.
Well, that's the extreme version of it. The extreme...
Yeah.
That dynamic done badly is, Sherlock.
Okay, I guess what's really happening here is I'm just mad about Sherlock.
Yeah. And the extreme version of it done good is It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where they're both terrible. Yeah, but that's the dynamic, though.
Oh, wait! I just remembered it's 2003. Sherlock doesn't exist.
Oh, but It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia does. I think.
When did the first fucking Guy Ritchie Holmes movie come out?
Oh,
was that 2006?
2009, yeah.
A little later than I think.
Yeah, because it came out the same year as the Star Trek reboot.
Oh, It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia hadn't premiered yet.
Sorry, bud.
Yeah, I was gonna say 2003 seems really early.
I mean, it's 2003
was a long time ago.
And CIS started in 2003.
No shit, seriously?
That show is still fucking going.
CSI?
No, NCIS.
NCIS.
Oh, NCIS. I was like, wait a minute. Okay.
2.5 Men also started that year.
Oh, God.
I wrote down...
That show went on till 2015.
The good shows that premiered that year were That's So Raven, The Venture Brothers, Teen Titans.
Love Teen Titans.
My Life as a Teenage Robot, which I'm the only fan of.
That.
I'm Googling to the Dead Like Me.
Apparently. I love Dead Like Me! Sorry.
Mythbusters.
That was way too vehement. Mandy
Patinkin's in it.
Mandy Patinkin's in Dead Like Me, so of course I love it because I unironically adore Mandy Patinkin, and also he is big time gender goals.
Shaolin Showdown.
Mm-hmm. The Bachelorette, which applies to me.
Fair.
Kim Possible.
Yeah.
Is what the internet is telling me, but I think that is just shows that were I think this is shows that were popular in 2003.
Yeah, I was gonna say Kim Possible had been on.
Kim Possible, that was the second season, because Ascension Time was after the second season, or midway.
I was gonna say that can't be right because the movie came. I think these must just be shows that were popular in 2003.
Yeah.
Still fun.
Yeah.
Arrested Development came out.
I've never seen Arrested Development at this point. I'm never going to.
Here we go. 2003 in American television. This is what I want to see. Don't want events. Fuck that. Programs? I guess. Yeah, so Mythbusters.
Fucking wow. Remember when Mythbusters was good?
Joan of Arcadia, which my parents watched, and I watched.
I never did watch Joan of Arcadia. Wait, hang on. Which season of The West Wing was 2003? Somebody figure
that
out.
That would have been...
Couldn't tell you.
That would have been the end of season 4?
5? Okay.
It premiered in 99.
Yeah.
I thought it was 98. Okay, so then 4.
2, 3. Yeah, end of season 4 or beginning of season 5. So just when it was starting to
that was
sort of shift to non-Sorkin era.
Yeah, okay.
That's when he left?
Yu Yu Hakusho premiered on fucking Cartoon Network, so it came to the US. That was a big one. Star Wars: The Clone Wars.
Oh God, I always forget that
so
Clone Wars goes that far back.
Yeah.
That's why everyone looks like they're made out of Lego in the early seasons of Clone Wars.
Yup.
Because they do. They look like they're made out of Lego. Like, that show is great, but oof.
Oofta. Yeah. Okay. So, what have we all seen? Real quick, to dive back. I saw, so we all saw the boat movie.
Yeah.
I had this weird urge where I was like, dude, I just gotta see Beetlejuice right now. For no reason at all. I was just like, I just gotta fucking see Beetlejuice. I have never seen it, but I realized watching it that there must have been a trailer for it on one of the VHS tapes I watched over and over as a kid. So there was 30-second clips that I was like, I have this memorized by heart. So it made me think I had seen it, but I never actually have. I enjoyed it. Michael Keaton is very good. He's so gross in that movie. Alec Baldwin doesn't look like himself.
Oh, weird.
Yeah, no, because he used to be good looking, yeah.
Yeah, because he used to be good looking, and it was kind of weird. Winona Ryder is very young. That movie was really fun, and the practical effects were, I think there's some digital, they're really interesting for that time.
Honestly, anyway, I never saw it. I only ever saw, trailers for it. And I remember being really freaked out by the trailer because it's the one where
it's got the worms.
Yeah, it's the one that always freaked me the fuck out was the one where somebody's face kind of something opened up and then it was just a pair of eyeballs inside a Venus flytrap mouth.
Yes. I
remember
the ghosts are trying to get people out of the house.
Yeah,
and that's what
I remember just being
so
amazingly grossed out by that. But I feel like now that I'm an adult who still has an ice cream issue, but also is dealing with it better. Maybe I should just fucking get drunk and watch Beetlejuice.
I'd watch it again.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Yeah, nothing happens to the eyes. I will say that.
Oh, okay, then I'm fine. At this point, it's
it just looks gross.
As long as nothing happens to the structural integrity of somebody's eyeballs, I'm usually okay.
No, I don't think so. I don't remember anything like that.
I don't remember anything like that in Beetlejuice.
Yeah. Both of you are pretty good about paying attention to that sort of thing to protect me, which I appreciate.
Yeah. I mean, there's some eye popping stuff and weird big eye Tim Burton things that are creepy.
Yeah, but nothing gets gross. Yeah.
Thank you.
My roommate and I watched Disc 2 of Fellowship. She was just kind of listlessly sitting around. She's like, I don't know what I want to do. And I was like, I don't know what I want to do. And I just looked at her and I was like, hey, we watched Disc 1 of Fellowship. Do you want to watch Disc 2? And she was like, yes! So we watched it again and it was good. And I did cry this time. I was like, every time I think, maybe I won't cry this time, but every time I'm wrong.
Yeah.
And every time, whoever I'm watching it with, both of us are silent for the last half hour of the movie just because we're feeling.
Yeah.
Feeling stuff. And then I showed two of my friends Clue because we were trying to watch Jurassic Park, and I couldn't get it together fast enough to make that happen. But I had Clue ready to go, and I was like, "Oh, haha, I've got Clue." And both of them were like, "Oh, I've never seen that, but I kind of want to." Yes. And I was like, "Oh shit, let's do it." And they were like, "That movie is fucking wild." And I was like, "Yeah, but it's fun, right?" And they were like, "Hell yeah!" So
good.
It was good. It's been a while since I've seen it, but I fucking love that movie. Tim Curry is a fucking talent beyond all measure.
Weirdly hot in that movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He is weirdly sexy in that film. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Even though he's playing a butler.
Yeah. Yeah. Or a blackmailer, depending on the ending you watch.
That's true.
I saw a text post the other day that was like, hey, remember how when Clue came out, they had the 3 endings, and when you watch it now, it's just all 3 in a row, but in theaters, you only got one ending. So you would be talking with your fucking... Oh, have you not heard this? Yes, they only played...
I didn't know that.
Yes, when it originally came out in theaters, you would only get the one ending. So it is absolutely possible that you would be talking about this movie with, your friends or whatever, and you all would have seen a different ending. Or, some of you would have seen one ending, and some of you would have seen another ending.
Oh, so that's just so wacky.
Yes.
Oh,
it's
I love that.
It's
that's so fucking
thing.
chaotic.
Yeah, it's so good. I'm like, God, there aren't many experiences where I'm like, I wish I could have seen that in the theater. but I wish I was alive to have experienced, sorry to people who are older than us listening to this, who are like, I can't believe you guys were not alive for watching Clue in a theater. I wish I could have seen Clue in a theater just to experience that, because that is so fucking out of the box good.
that is just like such big chaotic neutral energy. It's beautiful.
Yeah. So that's what I saw.
I'm gonna go next because mine's really short, and I'm just looking at Helena's list, and I'm like, well, you can tell which one of us is coping by watching movies.
And I also, once again, I had an extra week.
Yeah, that's true. You were gone. So I obviously also saw the boat movie. I hosted a long distance watch party of Prisoner of Azkaban. Because
I was sad I couldn't go to that.
I know, I missed you. We can watch it again. I really need to just buy it on DVD because I forgot how much I liked that movie. I forgot two things, which is one, that it is both a really good and incredibly bad adaptation of Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban, the novel. Yep. Because, like, it totally just, like, there's, like, a couple of things it does that makes the plot work way better. There's a couple of things that it does that totally destroys, like, huge chunks of the backstory stuff. Mm-hmm. But then also, it's just it's just a good movie. I love that movie. Everybody, like, all of the kids have really, like, settled into their performances. Like, Alfonso Cuarón gets really good work out of all of the kids. David Thewlis is there wandering around looking, as Helena fucking reminded me, exactly goddamn like Prior Walter in Angels in America, and then I almost threw something at my television. Because he takes Harry on walks. Like, in the book, he, like, invites him to his office for tea, but in the movie, they, I guess, just decided to have it look more visually interesting, which is he, like, takes him on walks.
Which is cute.
Which is just fun and sweet, and I like it. And he's, like in kind of, like, the back half of the movie, they're on a walk, and he's wearing this, like, kind of very cloaky black, like, wool coat. That's, like, kind of knee-length and, like, very, like, drapey. And then he has a walking stick. Because it's, like, his like, post-full moon stuff, like, gets worse as the movie goes on, and he looks just like it is fucking identical to one of the outfits that they had in the most recent National Theater production of Angels in America, and, like, Helena fucking points this out, and I just screamed, and it's really good that, like, fucking my roommate was there, and he's like, what? And I'm like, I can't explain this.
Well, it's like in all of the productions too, isn't it?
Yes,
he wears it for most of, like, the first half of Perestroika, because he's, like, going blind, and he's adopted this sort of prophet role, and so he's like, I'm, angel of death, kind of. And so, he just, like, wears the sunglasses and the big black cloak and the big black scarf, and that's his outfit for the time that he is on Earth in Perestroika.
Yeah, it's just unreal. Oh, and then I was like, I got reminded of Good Omens. For some goddamn reason, I don't know. The internet was just hey, oh, yeah, nope, I'm gonna let Helena drag herself for this one.
I don't know if I'm the one that needs to be dragged.
I'm gonna let you drag Michael Sheen for this one.
Okay.
I haven't heard anything about this. I am so excited.
Get ready.
Okay. Are you still... Oh, no. Okay, you're...
I'm letting you do this one.
I had to pull it up on my Twitter account, too. So I, real quickly, just go through this. I rewatched... I think I'd already watched that when I last recorded Spider-Man 2. Already got that. I rewatched Prisoner of Azkaban with that group rewatch, and Boat Movie. And I watched Honey Boy, which is the... story that's based pretty closely on Shia LaBeouf's childhood and his relationship with his father, which was brutal and hard to watch. Good though. I watched Charade with Cary Grant and Audrey Hepburn. That was really fun. It's a caper movie from the 60s. He is, like, a full 25 years older than her in their romantic interests, but it's, it's just what it is, I guess, and they make it work. Enemy with Jake Gyllenhaal I saw, pretty fucked up, lots of spiders, did not care for the spiders aspect of it, good movie, I guess. I saw the new adaptation of Emma, which was just fucking delightful and amazing.
I'm so excited to watch that. There's a song in it that's like Queen of Hearts or something like that. Queen Bee.
So Johnny Flynn wrote it.
Yeah.
He wrote it for the movie because he plays Mr. Knightley, and he's like,
no fucking
my
shit.
God.
What?
Seriously?
Oh my God.
I was
excited about that movie before, but I love Johnny Flynn.
It's super good.
Oh my God, I'm so excited. Holy fuck. Did you like rent it from somewhere or?
I did. So unfortunately, it's one of those movies that because the box office got cut short on it, the Universal is releasing it on like Amazon and I think other places as well. It is expensive to rent. It's like the cost of a movie ticket basically, or like not really. It's the cost of a movie ticket for 2 people, so it's like $19.99, which is a bummer, but that's out there. So maybe the price will maybe come down eventually to
affordable
on that, but it's quite good. So when you have the means to do that, I do highly recommend it. It's visually very stunning. The director I think this is her first feature-length movie, and she's, Autumn de Wilde is the director's name, and she's usually just a photographer. She does a lot of portraiture work, primarily. So that really comes through. The way that it's shot is very fun and very interesting. Bill Nighy plays her dad, and he's great.
That's delightful.
It's very good. Opening Night too was also really good. That's a John Cassavetes movie that was in my John Cassavetes collection my dad got me for Christmas. And it's about an actress on Broadway who's losing her mind, and that hit a little bit too close to home, but it was good. I watched Let the Right One In for the first time. Yeah. Which is that Swedish vampire movie.
Yes. Yeah. I still haven't seen it.
Oh, it's so good.
I want to see it so bad. Which version did you see?
Oh, the original. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, because I was going to say, I heard there was some... I remember when it first came out on DVD, the subtitle track was not the same as the one that had played in theaters, and people thought that it wasn't as good. But I think maybe they've rectified that. I don't remember. This was a very long time ago.
It may have been rectified. I watched it on Canopy, so if they had rectified it, I would hope that it was the right one.
Okay, cool.
But yeah, I don't know. It was good regardless, though. Yeah, very dark, very Swedish, but good. Blow the Man Down, which was, fine, not good, really. We'll talk about that. I watched The Talented Mr. Ripley for the first time.
I think I have the DVD. I won the DVD of that in the Christmas.
Yeah, you did. I was mad
raffle,
jealous,
if I recall. And I haven't seen it yet. And I'm like, God, I was watching you reblog all those gifs, and I was like, fuck, I need to see this movie so bad.
The cast is unfucking real.
So
and
good.
So 1997. It's Matt Damon, Jude Law, Gwyneth Paltrow, Jack Davenport, Kate Blanchett, and Philip Seymour Hoffman.
Yep. Oh my God.
Yep. It's unreal. Jude Law is stupidly hot in it, and it's really offensive.
Matt Damon is blonde?
Matt Damon is blonde. Matt Damon is very young and impressionable. Jack Davenport is a precious sweater boy. Philip Seymour Hoffman is great, and I wish he had been in every single scene. No, it was very fun. It's a very, the politics of it are like frustrating, but like better than I was expecting it to be, for sure. So that's good. And I want to read the original book now too, by Patricia Highsmith, because I'm a big fan, but I haven't read that version of it. I read the original. In addition to that, then I've also been watching a lot of DS9. I finished The Witcher, and I watched the cold open for episode 3 of Good Omens because Ezra texted me being like, hey, do you want to watch this? Because I retweeted, hang on, I have to go to my profile now. I retweeted Mr. Michael Sheen.
Sir
Michael Sheen. Oh no, he's changed his profile pic again. Who has changed it now. So he had his profile pic when I retweeted this as a photoshopped picture that someone had done of him with his face on one of the weeping angels from Doctor Who. And he made it his profile pic, and then he changed his display name to David Tennant and just retweeted the eggplant emoji.
That's it.
That's
Oh,
it.
that was him.
That's the whole tweet. That's the whole tweet.
Yeah, it's just eggplant emoji.
Eggplant emoji by David Tennant at Michael Sheen. And now his display name is Michael Sheen with the M and S lowercase and everything else in uppercase.
Yes.
And he's changed his profile thing again.
Yes, so I fucking see this chaotic. And I just text Helena and I'm like, I'm thinking about Good Omens. What if we watched just the legendary cold open of episode 3 of Good Omens?
And I said, hell yes, let's do this.
I love you guys.
Yeah, I love you too.
Yeah, I love Michael Sheen.
All right.
And you also. But at that moment, Michael Sheen and Ezra and Good Omens. So that was fun. That was good. And I'm thinking of rewatching it, just like the fanfic cut of it, with just their, as Leia referred to it, with just their scenes.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. I kind of want to watch just the fanfic cut of it.
Because I'm deep into DS9 right now, and I don't want to go back and rewatch something that I already recently rewatched.
Please wave at my dipshit husband, Julian Bashir, for me.
I will. Whose personality apparently I have 75% in common with us or something.
Oh God! Oh my God! I did that thing. I couldn't find a link, so I did some weird stupid Googling to try to figure out what people were talking about. Guess who I got?
Who?
Damien from Mean Girls.
Yeah, that's good.
Which frankly, is a drag, but a loving one.
I was not surprised by my results.
Who was your, main one?
The top one was actually Jake Sisko from Deep Space Nine, which is,
interesting. Okay.
That's fair.
Offbeat, but okay.
And then Bashir, and then Chandler from Friends, yes. Which I already knew. And then...
Which we knew, yes.
Number 4 was Sam Seaborn. And I was like...
Yes, I remember this!
Yeah, I already knew that.
Oh God, I still have it up. This is so funny. Yeah, 82%. I have an 82% match Damien Lay from Mean Girls. The next one is somebody from The Wire, who I don't know who it is. Bubbles? Somebody from Mad Men. Luna Lovegood from Harry Potter, which I resent.
Oh.
Because then it's Tonks, which is fair, because I also am gender fluid and want to fuck Remus Lupin. But that's it, really.
My top Harry Potter character was Albus Dumbledore,
so
I
have a hard time with these kinds of things because I think maybe I don't interpret these I don't always interpret the words that they're using maybe the same way they're meant to be. I'm gonna filter by Lord of the Rings just out of curiosity. Oh, there we go. 69% match. The top one. It's Pippin.
Oh, there we go. I was gonna say Faramir, but that's
Faramir
good.
Is not on this list, and I feel burned by this.
Wow.
Yeah, well,
Rude.
It's an online personality test. How well can it really know me? What's my Western one? Hey, 73% Sam Seaborn also, which is also a lie.
I feel like if I did it, I would also get Sam Seaborn. So.
I am fuck you website. I'm a Josh.
Yeah, no, it's this. Well, this website does not know you.
Did we decide recently, with the last time we were watching The West Wing together, that the three of us were Toby, Sam, and Josh respectively?
We did, yes, yeah.
Wait, when you say respectively, who?
I think you were Josh, Maddie.
No,
Z is
no. It's because Maddie and I traded between being Toby and Josh.
Right, gotcha.
Yes,
and I'm just Sam Seaborn,
and you're always Sam Seaborn.
Yeah.
Season 4, baby. Bye bye. Catch you later. Off he goes. Lisa Simpson's always on here, which yes, and Willow Rosenberg from Buffy. Yes.
Okay,
yes.
Yeah, that's fair. I feel like Willow tracks for you. I love you guys. Let's talk about. I have to go.
Episode, huh?
I have to go play D&D at 8:15.
Fuck the podcast.
Fuck the podcast. We did it again.
Something I found interesting about this year was that this was the first year that DVD sales topped VHS sales, and then Best Buy stopped selling VHS in their stores. So VHS was on the way out.
Because. Fucking Revenge of the Sith was the first Star Wars movie that had not been available on VHS.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I I think actually, let me take that back. I think it is. It was the last one to be available on VHS, and they made a very limited run of them. Okay. It is hard to get because I own almost all of the original 6 Star Wars movies on VHS, but I don't have a Revenge of the Sith.
Wild.
It is. This is the goal. This is the dream to get one. But
that's how it was 2003. There was no Harry Potter movie because Chamber of Secrets came out in 2002 and Azkaban came out in 2004. I got confused for a second.
Right.
Yeah. There's no Harry Potter movie, but Order of the Phoenix, the book, came out.
Yes.
Along with Ink Heart.
God, you know what? Yeah. You know what's really so this would have been. I guess this was not the summer that I was at. It was the summer Half-Blood Prince came out. Was the summer that I was at summer camp in Canada, and all the Canadian kids got, like, everybody's parents shipped them the books, but, like, none of the American kids, it was like, you didn't want to pay international shipping. And so people were chasing each other around trying to spoil the ending of Half-Blood Prince.
Oh.
It's a weird-ass blast from my past.
Blast of the past, yeah.
Oh man, this would have been the summer that this is the summer I broke up with Harry Potter.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I didn't like
tie
Order
into
of
the last episode.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's wild. This box office ranking is really important to me.
I was gonna say, can I run through the box office really quick? Because I feel like it is.
It's.
Do you want to go from the bottom up?
I think I want to go for the bottom up.
Yeah, do it.
Okay.
Also, and I feel like what's really important is the difference between number 10 and number 1 in gross.
Yeah.
Also.
Yes, and the difference between number 10 and number 9.
Yeah, what the fuck?
It's weird. Okay, so at number 10 is Bad Boys 2. Not as good as Bad Boys 1, in my opinion, but still whips. I mean, is Bad Boys 2 good? No. Does it rule? Yeah.
Fair.
And it was at, God, I'm so bad at reading numbers. Can somebody else who's better at reading numbers?
Oh,
I think we're all bad at reading numbers.
No, it was $273,339,556 worldwide.
Thank you. I always have trouble reading numbers that big out loud.
Yeah, I'll round up next time.
Thank you. And then next one is X2, so the second X movie. This was the red carpet event that everyone wore denim to.
Hell yes.
If I recall, which, God, an iconic cultural moment, I think, for all of us.
Yeah. I think we need to go back to that.
Yeah, I agree. I think fuck being dressed up at award shows. You either have to be dressed up out of control, runway style, or you have to be as casual as possible and wearing, like, fucking denim.
Yeah.
No in between.
I feel like if any year is the year that people are going to start doing that again, it's going to be after this mess.
It's this year.
Yeah.
You all have permission now to wear all denim outfits. And the gross for that was...
407 million.
Yeah.
A little over.
So we have almost a 200 million jump. 150. Let's be fair.
Yeah.
So quite a jump there between Bad Boys 2 and X2.
Yeah.
Matrix Revolutions. If we're rounding all the way up, I could do that. I can't read the full number, but so that's Matrix Revolutions at 427 million. Which haven't seen that one. I don't remember shit about it. Terminator 3 at 433 million. I have never seen a single Terminator movie. Wow, Warner Brothers cleaned up this year. I'm looking. It also shows the distributor. Warner Brothers has 4 out of the 10 locked down. More than, I think, anybody else. Nobody else has that many, which is pretty impressive. Last Samurai at 457.
God, I think I tried to watch that movie by accident. Because I was looking for, you know what it was that I accidentally picked it up and almost watched it instead of 7 Years in Tibet. These two movies have absolutely nothing to do with one another other than the color palette of the DVD case is very similar.
Is that not an early 2000s mood? I picked this up because I thought it was 7 Years in Tibet.
Blank or whatever. I thought this was that because the covers look similar and I also
would like to drag myself and note that I was trying to watch 7 Years in Tibet, not because I cared about any of the, like, main characters, but because guess who was in it?
I was gonna say, who the fuck was in it?
It's David Thewlis, my dude.
This was the year of David Thewlis.
Oh my god.
I mean, not quite. That happened afterward
years.
because my fixation on David Thewlis started in 2004 with Harry Potter and the Prisoner of Azkaban. But yeah, anyway. Let me tell you, it was a weird fucking day for me when they were like, oh, he's the villain in the fucking Wonder Woman movie, and I was like, I have such a hard time believing this.
Yes.
He's such a dweeb.
God, that was so wild. At number 5, we have Bruce Almighty, the movie that left almost no cultural footprint, despite being number 5 on this list in 2003.
Well, you know, I believe it did have a sort of spiritual sequel many years later.
Oh, it sure did. Do you remember what the name of that fucking one was? Because I don't.
Evan Almighty?
Oh,
did I
shit,
just
that is.
Pulled that out of my...
Jim Carrey in it?
It had Steve Carell in it.
Steve Carell. No, Steve Carell was in Bruce Almighty, wasn't
he? No, he may have been in both because he was like a character, I think, in the first one who was
no, but
like...
Bruce because Bruce Almighty is Jim Carrey in full, like, I'm not acting, I'm just doing weird things with my face mode.
Right. I got them flipped.
Jim Carrey is a very competent actor, just most of the time when he's doing slapstick comedy, that's not what he's doing.
Yeah.
No.
This is not, you would say, a Truman Show, Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, Jim Carrey. It is
no.
Okay, you know, just please watch The Majestic. It's not, like, really, I mean, I just love it. It's very saccharine and I love it.
Excellent. Yeah, so that's at 484 mil. And we have another jump because Pirates of the Caribbean came out. Curse of the Black Pearl at 654 million.
Hell yeah.
Which defined all of us for many years to come.
Yeah.
Defined a generation of children, I would say.
Defined a generation of bisexuals, that's for sure.
Yeah, the queers love it. We have another $100 million jump. We have Matrix Reloaded, which is that the second one?
I do not know.
Yes, yeah, because it's the Matrix Reloaded, and then Matrix Revolutions. I don't know why I know that. I've only ever seen the first one.
I wonder why the third one did so much worse than the second one. Could it be that people's expectations had lessened somewhat?
Yes, could it be that the second one is not good?
Yeah, who knows?
We'll never know.
I've seen it once. I don't remember literally anything about it. I took the ending from the first movie and transplanted it into my memory of the second movie. That's how little I remember about it.
Oh boy.
I watched them back to back, to be fair. That came in at 742 million. Another jump. We have Finding Nemo at 871 million. And then fucking crushing everybody else, Lord of the Rings Return of the King, at 1,120 million.
Yeah.
Fucking just outclassed. Took home 11 Oscars that year.
$1 billion.
Yeah, not only a $1 billion
destroyed.
worldwide gross, nominated for 11 Oscars and won every
single one. How
not
often
only
has that fucking happened?
No.
But Best Director and
won
Best Picture.
Yeah.
Which has not happened since a fantasy movie cleaned the fuck up.
Yeah, and deserved every single one of them.
Yeah. The Oscars, besides Moonlight winning and unfortunately winning in the way that it won, and Parasite winning Best Picture, like, nothing else has really come close to capturing the goodness of that, really, to me.
I mean, especially a fantasy movie, a genre film like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. The fact that a genre film, especially one that was so kind of on the forefront of big media is maybe not the phrase I want, like, so in the public fantasy movie. I think we've talked about this on the show before. Yeah, where genre films like fantasy, sci-fi, things like that were not really big releases. You know, people did not go out in droves to see fantasy movies. That was a nerd thing. It's changed a lot because of Lord of the Rings, I would say, for a large portion of it.
Well, I would say that, like, they went through a period of time, like, there's kind of those three big stages, right? Where it was, like, the 50s and, I guess, the 40s and, like, early 60s, which were, like, B movies and not taken very seriously. And then And then Star Wars happened in the 70s, and then it was like, okay, money now. And then like the 80s, which were an amazing year for science fiction genre movies.
Yeah,
but
for
a lot
sci-fi specifically.
Yeah, but and not a lot of like, I would say, award respect all the time. Right, well regarded today, certainly, but like not at the time they came out. And then kind of the 90s, I mean, maybe I'm missing something, but the 90s to me feel like kind of a dry period in terms of a lot of, with the exception of like The Matrix, which came in right at the end there of like genre.
The 90s was a big era for a lot of, the 80s and 90s were a lot of teen comedies, a lot of kind of like they weren't, I'm trying to think of lit fic, but for movies, ?
Sure, I'm just gonna call it like, lit fic. Same diff.
Yeah, there we go. You know, there weren't a lot of, the 80s was really big for genre. I'm thinking now also about horror.
Yes,
and the 90s kind of swerved from that until we get to like maybe 98, 99. But even in
a lot of historical fiction in the 90s, but that's really the closest you got to like genre fiction. It was you know, everybody was still in fancy costumes, but it was like, you know, we're Elizabethan or whatever, or you know, bad Elizabethan. Anyway,
right. And they were very horny for that at the Oscars, though.
Yeah.
Out of Africa type of,
a lot of like Shakespeare adaptations, if I recall, actually.
Yeah,
or a
well,
decent amount.
Kenneth Branagh.
that was
all him, huh?
not all him, but
our man K-Bran.
He was hustling.
Yeah, he was helping.
He was indeed. Did the guy like sleep for the entirety of the 1990s?
No.
Okay.
But even in like the 80s, fantasy films were not like, you know, it was mostly like sci-fi and horror and stuff like that. Lord of the Rings was the biggest. I mean, even to this day, I can't think of anything that's made such as a huge impact besides like Harry Potter. Obviously, those films were huge.
Yeah, but
and those technically count as fantasy.
Yeah, but they're so like
it's not the same kind of fantasy.
No,
the fact
they're
that
not
they're really not the same genre as Lord.
No.
The fact that like the Harry Potter and Lord of the Rings both fall under the broad category of fantasy because they have magic in them. It's like, fuck off. That's not a useful distinction.
No. I think
Lord of the Rings is high fantasy for sure.
Yeah, I think certainly. Harry Potter was instrumental in convincing people that like children's books could be big money makers at the box office.
Oh yeah,
which has been kind of a bad decision actually, because a lot of
how do you take that back?
Because a lot of adaptations besides that of big popular YA novels have not been good.
Are you just, you know what I'm thinking about right now?
Fantasy too.
I'm thinking about the Hunger Games and like
I'm thinking about I'm thinking about the Mage Runner Scrunch
the Maze Runner. Yeah. Scrunch it's still funny every time. Yeah.
I
would check out our YA our YA episode with friend of the show and my beloved girlfriend Leia from last September. If you want to hear the Scrunch joke.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
But I would say even that's true for fantasy too. None of the other fantasy movies have really been up to the quality of Lord of the Rings, even the movies that are related to them.
Yeah. Well, it's
you know, like I love a lot of those movies, but most of them are not very good.
They always take the wrong lessons from them, right? You know, Lord of the Rings was really successful in a lot of ways, and one of those things that made it really work on a technical level was the use of practical effects and the really rather sparing, I mean, they still use it a lot, absolutely, but the comparatively spare use of CGI. And when the Hobbit movies came out, it was like, what is happening even to my eyeballs right now? What is happening to this film? I hate it so much. Why does it look like garbage, like warmed over in a pan? And it's because of, well, a lot of things, but part of it, like an over-reliance on CGI and like the rate of like the frame rate I think that they were trying to do.
Oh
that
my
was,
god,
like,
I remember the frame rate, and everyone was like, "Why does this look fucked up?"
Yeah, it's because you're not. It's because it's a weird frame rate, and it was just that was a interesting experiment that really fucking did not work.
Yeah. I mean, people talk a lot about like how the Harry Potter movies are kind of like fucked up because and that's not wrong, but like. Because they had so many different directors over the course of the series, and it's like, people were like, well, but at the same time, you have a different takes on the books, which is kind of interesting in a way. And the thing that where the Hobbit really suffered was people were like, well, let's just make another Lord of the Rings, and it's like, you can't. They're different books. You can't tell it the same way. You have to do something different with it, or it's not going to work. And like, it did make money, but it didn't work. So that's a digression, I guess. But we're talking about Lord of the Rings, so
yeah. To go back to Lord of the Rings, I would say another piece that something that they've all been missing ever since has been the fear of having a slow pace. High fantasy is at its best, I would say. I don't want to say plotting because that is a word that implies bad things, but it's not afraid to meander a little. Like it's not afraid to be slow. A lot of fantasy movies since then have been like, but they gotta have action in them all the time, or they're gonna be boring, and people hate boring movies. And I'm like, Lord of the Rings spent a lot of time where it's people sitting looking at things, or people walking looking at things, or talking to each other. There are some fight sequences, and to be fair, there are some fight sequences that are some of the best in modern cinema, but it's not afraid to have stretches in between where you don't have anything like that at all.
Yeah, what really struck me our last watch through about them, especially Return of the King, was the way that those movies handle death, and like the subject of it and the reality of it is so poignant and so much different than a way I think a lot of what I've been getting used to with a lot of action movies lately, and a lot of movies in general, and those kinds of movies where it's like sort of not something that is really thought about or meditated on very deeply, and a lot of characters die very quickly, and it's like, well, I didn't, and it's, they try to kill this character for an emotional impact, but it's like, I didn't even get to know this person, so I have no connection to this whatsoever. And it's kind of using death as a plot device rather than actually talking about what it means. And I think that Return of the King and the whole series in general handles that so gracefully, and it's so moving.
The space and respect that the Lord of the Rings movies give to people's grief is, I think that's a big part of the difference for me, is that it's because so many times, like especially with like more traditional action movies, like somebody dies and it makes people angry, but that's the only thing they're allowed to be about it. Is like, oh, like, you know, you killed off my mentor, you know, sidekick, best friend, blah blah blah, you know, insert love interest, insert whatever it is here. That's just gonna make me like fight harder, or like design, like making me want to fuck you up more, or like, oh no, like you made a mistake, like now I've like leveled up or whatever. And it always reminds me of the line from Macbeth that's like that where Malcolm tells when Macduff finds out about the slaughter of his family, and he says, dispute it like a man, and Macduff says, but first I must feel it as a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
so
Lord of the Rings like respects characters' emotional responses to their loved ones dying.
Yeah. Speaking of having respect for people dying, boat movie.
Dude, it's
I knew you were gonna make that transition.
Fuck you.
They have like they don't have that much time to make an impact, but every single one of those deaths matters.
Yeah.
Yes. I remember when we were watching it, and they get into their first boat combat relatively early on, and like people start fucking dying left and right, and you're like, oh shit, yeah, these kinds of battles were very dangerous. And I feel like in a lot of like movies that take place on boats, it's like, shit blowing up, whatever, and like, but everyone's fine for the most part, or you know, maybe people die but you don't see it, or it's whatever. But like 10 minutes in, there was this shot of this guy on the ground, his face covered in blood, and I was like, oh my god, he's dead. And it just fucking hit you like, oh shit. Wow, that's very serious and very real.
Yeah. I love the way that movie...
Yeah.
Sorry. Oh.
No, that was it.
The way that the framing of this movie, that it opens in the middle of a battle and then it kind of ends after they finish this battle, but not really, because then something happens and Jack is like, oh, well, shit, we have to go back now because this thing happened. So, gonna pluck a little tune on my violin. And so the framing of it's like, it's never really over.
Right?
He's not going anywhere.
He's not going anywhere.
So it's like, it's kind of like this ongoing thing, which I really appreciate. It's there is a story and there is a plot and a like a purpose to what is happening in the movie, but at the same time it's very much very realistic in how it handles the reality of naval battles, especially in this time period. It's like, it's never really finished.
No, yeah,
it's not this neat little battle, then you're done.
It's
like
slice
constant.
of their journey. And you're like this ship has been sailing before we got here, and it's going to keep sailing afterward.
Exactly.
It's just a really cool, not in a way that's like objectively sequel bait, although they could have made more of these movies if they wanted to, and they fucking should have. If I could, Master and Commander is up there in terms of like, if I could sort of like wave my hand and like have any movie have gotten a sequel, it might actually be Master and Commander.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Just because everyone in it is so fucking good.
It's so good.
It's so perfect.
I'm just looking at this list of movies that came, and like I saw that movies, in 2003 in a cinema with my parents. And like my mom liked it, but my dad and I went fucking feral over how much we loved this movie.
And that sounds like a very your dad
it is a very my dad movie, and it is a very this is a very me. It just has so many things that I love, and then I feel really bad because 2 of my top 10 favorite films of all time have no women in speaking roles, and it's this movie and Lawrence of Arabia. Which I feel like, you know, it's like, they're both really gay. Like, you know, that doesn't really make up for it, but I love them partly because they're very queer-coded.
Yeah. It's very wild how many, like, literally my favorite movies came out in this year. Exactly. I mean, it makes sense because I was young and seeing a lot of these movies for the first time, so you have a special fondness for them, but, like, School of Rock...
Yeah.
Return of the King, Finding Nemo, Triplets of Belleville, Master and Commander, Pirates of the Caribbean, the live-action Peter Pan movie, Holes, and Big Fish.
Yeah.
All of which are, like, top. Yeah, it's
top tier.
Top tier.
Tokyo Godfathers.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't.
Down with Love came out that year.
Yeah, it did.
I fucking love Down with Love.
Down with Love is great.
Yeah.
I cannot believe
that. Oh hell no! I have to show you that.
I cannot believe that Master and Commander came out the same year as Pirates of the Caribbean.
Like, isn't that hilarious?
Good year for boats.
It was, and you know what's really
as we said, no more boats after that.
This year is what I can pinpoint this as the year that catalyzed me getting into fandom.
Oh yeah,
because between Master and Commander and Pirates of the Caribbean, I found the Age of Sail live journal com. And then I watched the Horatio Hornblower miniseries, and those 3 properties were why I started reading fanfiction. And then I got into Les Mis because of that. So, 2003 is the genesis of me as a fandom type nerd.
If it's funny that you should say that, because I've been trying this new thing where I don't sleep with my phone next to my bed anymore so I can sleep better, and it's been working. But it also means that, like, I can't submit to my sudden urge to, like, what I had last night, which is, like, I fucking need to read Master and Commander fanfiction right now, or I will die. But I looked at my empty bedside and I was like, no. No, we're trying to instill good habits.
I'm gonna see if I have any fic recs for you. I'm sure I have a couple.
Do.
Oh, there's definitely one where they there's it sounds weird, but they survive a zombie apocalypse and it's really good.
Good.
Excellent.
Yeah. Okay, remind me to. I'll see if I can post those in our group chat.
I was literally thinking the same thing last night, where I was like, I don't even know where to begin, and I'm kind of intimidated, and I'm like, I don't want to sift through the fucking chaff just to get the good shit.
I know.
But I was like, if I just need it so
need
desperately.
It so bad right now.
Yeah. Oh, and then I still just cannot believe that's Pirates of the Caribbean is was so fucking. Talk about
iconic
and also just I'm just gonna say it. Talk about sexual awakening moments.
Yeah.
Yep.
I was so gay for so many people.
Yeah.
In that movie.
Yeah. I remember one of the big things being did you prefer Orlando Bloom in Pirates of the Caribbean or Lord of the Rings? Did you it's the eternal did you prefer blondes or brunettes, but they were both Orlando Bloom.
It's hilarious because I was into both of them because of gender reasons, and I didn't know that at the time.
Yeah. Yep.
It was I like him in Lord of the Rings because he kind of looks feminine. But I'm not going to say that out loud. And I kind of like him in Pirates of the Caribbean because I want to dress like that. I'm not going to say that.
Not going to say that. Yeah. Oops,
kind
I said the gay part out loud.
Whoops, I kind of want to kiss Keira Knightley. Am I not allowed to say that as a 10-year-old? Sorry.
Anyway, I will forget it. I will not think about it.
Yeah,
for years and years.
Boy,
I will look away.
I wanted to kiss Keira Knightley. And then
I know, and I did forget about it.
Rounding out the weird trilogy of movies on boats in 2003, the live action Peter Pan, which I did not appropriately appreciate at the time, but that's because one of my best friends had the biggest, most obnoxious crush on the blonde kid who played Peter, and I just did not get it. Because I was like, oh, well, the guy, and then internally I'm like, the guy who played Captain Hook was really good, and then it's but because it's
so confused, so confused when I saw that movie. Because I did know that I did recognize him as, of course, Lucius Malfoy at that point, and I was like, okay.
God, it took me years to put those pieces together, so fuck you.
Weirdly hot, very disturbed by this, also, he's just really gross in that movie, but he's still really hot.
It's just it's on today's episode of it's the same thing as Star Trek Discovery, where you're Jason Isaacs, you're gross, but I want to fuck Captain War Crimes.
Mm-hmm. Yes. It's just it was an event. Yeah, I remember having friends who were into Jeremy Sumter too, and I was like,
Jeremy Sumter.
Do not understand.
What a name.
Thank you.
Yeah, can't relate.
I just, my friend was had the goddamn hugest crush on him. And I just was totally did not understand why at all.
Well, here's the gay mood. It's I didn't really have crushes on boys who weren't my age. I had crushes on guys who were so ridiculously too old for me, it's not even worth talking about.
The closest I came to an age-appropriate celebrity crush at roughly this time was when I was in 7th or 8th grade, and I had a huge crush on Adrian Brody.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
See, yeah, and everyone was like, he's gross and ugly, and I was
he's so,
fuck you.
He's so ugly, and I'm like, who are you? Are we seeing the same man?
Yeah. I remember even just appreciatively, I used to, calling myself out, yes. When I was a kid, I used to go and buy the People magazine's Sexiest Man Alive issues whenever they came out every year.
Mm-hmm. I recall.
Because I was like, yeah, I'll just take a look at these things right here, no reason for that. Mm-hmm. And the 100 Most Beautiful People when those came out as well, because also those had girls in them. And I just remember being I think it was one year, either Denzel Washington had won that year, or they were doing a retrospective. We were here's when Denzel Washington was. And I wasn't even I didn't even have that big of a crush on Denzel Washington. I was just I think Denzel Washington is objectively an attractive person. And somebody was ew, now he's way too old. And I was what does that have to...
Is that it? Yeah. Is that a problem?
But he's hot, though. So it was very confusing. I mean, not anymore. Now I kind of understand it. It's from what I can tell, it's a kind of universal experience with gay people, but
with the gays, yeah.
But not at the time. I did not know this, obviously. So
wild,
yeah, very wild.
God, this is fucking Holes. Freaky Friday.
Yeah, Holes.
The Room.
Fucking The Room.
The Room is eternal, okay? The Room has always been there.
Yeah,
the room
came into existence. Yeah, with the rest of us. Just, on the 7th day, God made the room.
And then he was like, all right, well,
just gonna put this one in cold storage for a hot minute and just kind of let it sit.
Not really sure what happened with this one, but enjoy, I guess.
Yeah, well, I guess, we all fuck up sometimes. I get it.
My hand slipped and this happened.
And I made whatever this is, so that's fine. Big Fish is so good.
Very good movie.
What a great film.
I feel like this was the year, I talk about this a little bit at the beginning of this document, but, like, I have a pretty good eye for seeing a movie that I haven't seen before and being able to tell what decade it was in based on, like, the makeup and what kind of how closely they're following the costumes. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the lighting and kind of style of photography. But, like, there's always a period, like, right at the beginning of the decade where that line is kind of blurred, where you're like, this could have been a 2001 movie, but this also could have been made in the 90s, just because it just looks, there's still things that are still carrying over. I feel like 2003 was firmly the year where it was like, this is a new
this
decade
is now an early 2000s movie. Yeah.
And we bring to you The Room and and some other things.
God, I love that Cat in the Hat just says welcome to hell after it on this list. I remember seeing
experience.
I remember seeing trailers for that movie and
Jesus
thinking,
Christ.
Thank God no one is going to make me go see that.
Yeah.
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 I have never. But the thing is that so there's that whole sort of genre of that's just Jim Carrey comedies.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not a fan.
And
personally,
it does nothing for me.
That's
but
not
also,
Jim Carrey.
I know
though.
it's
No.
Mike.
Okay.
It's fucking what's his butt from
Shrek.
Isn't he the dude from Austin Powers also?
Mike Myers, yeah.
Yeah, it's okay,
Yeah.
but it's the same genre. You know what I mean? It's
absolutely.
the like candy colored.
it is a spiritual cousin to the Grinch movie.
Well,
yes,
It is.
It's
the
Mike-
candy colored slapstick for children. That's like, if you think about it too hard, it's like extremely creepy.
Yeah, it's also wink, wink, nudge, nudge. We also made this for the parents.
Yeah,
in a lot
It
of
has
ways.
a lot. It has a lot of very thinly veiled like.
Let's adapt this. Let's adapt this Dr. Seuss novel, but we're going to cast this comedian, and the comedian is going to play himself, but as this Dr. Seuss character.
I just remember very distinctly seriously thinking, thank God nobody's going to make me go see that movie.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm glad that I was too old to be forced to go see that.
Yeah.
I've never seen it, and God, I'm glad I haven't.
Yeah, I've never seen it either. I just and then fucking Elf, which I hate Elf.
I don't love Elf.
I mean, I also just straight up hate like almost all Christmas movies for obvious reasons, but Elf gives me such bad secondhand embarrassment.
Yeah.
Like, I've been forced to sit through that movie, like, more than once, and every single time it makes me want to crawl out of my skin because of secondhand embarrassment issues.
Yeah, I just get it just is so hard for me to watch.
Yeah.
I've only seen,
It's
like,
cringe
scenes
comedy,
from
man.
it.
Cringe
but
comedy is bad.
Well,
Cringe comedy and I don't get along. There
Fair
we
enough,
go.
yeah.
Sorry, I retract my previous statement. It's not objectively bad, it's just not to my taste, but
It's
boy,
just not
it is
for you,
not to
yeah.
my taste.
Yeah.
And some of it goes too far for my taste, too, even.
I don't know.
I haven't seen Elf all the way through. I've seen, like, scenes from it, it's on TV sometimes.
I think I've seen it a couple of times, but I don't know. I don't love it. And every holiday season people are like,
Let's watch
hey,
Elf.
let's watch Elf. And I'm like, I don't really like that movie very much. People are like, And
I know people get so offended, and I'm like, I'm not saying you can't watch it, I'm just saying please don't invite me.
Yeah, I just don't enjoy it very much, but you can enjoy it, and that's so great, and I love and respect you. I just don't want to see it. Please, God.
You know what's amazing from 2003?
School of Rock.
Yeah, specifically Joan Cusack's performance in School of
Rock.
Oh
my God,
yes!
Good. She just knocks it out of the fucking park in that movie, and like in like the kind of like basic like role template that she is in that movie is like traditionally like the worst one, and she
pulls it off
fucking
so
delight. Good. And her and Jack Black are like they play off of each other so amazingly well. You know what I want to go watch now?
Yeah, they have good chemistry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
School of Rock is such an unsung, not unsung, but like the stealth true cult classic of our generation. Because I feel like Mean Girls, which came out the next year, is kind of like that movie that everyone's like, this is the thing that we quote all the time, and isn't that we're still quoting it so many years later? But it's like, but truly, it's secretly School of Rock, I think. Yeah. For most people.
School of Rock is the one who live hardcore. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a good film.
Brother Bear came out this year.
I've never seen that.
It's
I don't remember shit about it.
It's not terrible.
I just remember I enjoyed it. I think, here's the secret, I like animals. So, it featured animals. And like a brotherly relationship.
And Phil Collins music, which you also
And Phil Collins music, which I am notably weak for. Yes, you are correct. I'm looking at the 2003 Oscars list of like, here's where Return of the King swept. Master Commander won Best Cinematography and Best Sound Editing.
Which the sound editing in that movie is
of this world.
Really good.
Yeah. I forgot Monster came out that year. I've never seen it.
That was one of the sort of, was that like the kickoff of the trend of like people getting Oscars because they've like fucked up their bodies?
I don't know if that was the first, but it was definitely
It was one of the like it was one of the earlier on like notable ones.
I have such a vivid memory of being in a Blockbuster as a kid and seeing that movie on the shelf. That is very weird to me
because it's weird.
Yeah, but I remember it.
Yeah. Lost in Translation came out that year. I feel like this was a year for movies that like made a impact. Like, so Lost in Translation, Seabiscuit, which I think maybe just made an impact among people I know. But also I feel like if you say, hey, remember Seabiscuit? Like in a group, we'd be like, yeah, I remember that movie. I think we all saw that movie at least once.
Seabiscuit, in my head, weirdly enough, like, the two, I mix up three films, like, that are kind of, like, all, like, swirled together in my head because they have a similar, like, visual aesthetic. And it's Green Mile, The Cider House Rules, and Seabiscuit. These films have nothing to do with one another at all.
That's not true. Tobey Maguire is in Cider House.
Okay, Tobey Maguire is in Cider House Rules and Seabiscuit, but he's not in Green Mile.
Not in Green Mile. Not in the Green Mile. That is very fair.
The Green Mile, I feel, is pardon the phrase, the dark horse in this group.
That's the one of these things is not like the other out of the three of these.
The 6 degrees of separation between the Green Mile and Seabiscuit.
I don't know. Like, I have no clue what those three films have to do with one another, other than Tobey Maguire is in two of them. But like, they just
he sure is, huh?
Visuals from them like swirl in together in my head. Can we talk about how much I love Big Fish for a minute?
Big Fish is very good.
I'm gonna do research on the Green Mile. Go ahead.
Cool. Really quick, I do want to mention Cold Mountain also came out this year, which I have not seen, but I feel like it's one of those movies that if I'm like, hey, Cold Mountain, there's a lot of people who are like, oh, Cold Mountain. And then a lot of people who are like, yeah?
Oh, fun fact, I mixed up Naomi Watts and Renee Zellweger. I thought Naomi Watts was in Cold Mountain. It's Renee Zellweger.
Fair enough.
What was Naomi Watts in where she's like, on the box, she's like in profile with like her blonde hair pulled back, like, and there's a mountain in the background. She's looking very like stern.
Oh.
I swan to John. There's a movie where she's on like a poster.
Yeah, I can pull it up in my head, but I don't know.
Isn't that your Edward Norton movie?
No, because that's too late. She has and she has dark hair.
I know exactly what fucking movie you're talking about, though. By just saying your Edward Norton movie.
Is that your Edward? I'm so, you know what? If I Ezra have to be like, if I get assigned an Edward Norton movie, I'm so glad that it's The Painted Veil, because I love that movie so much.
We all get assigned an Edward Norton movie. I get the one where he's not even listed on the cast, but it's his first movie he's in, and he fucking kills it. Primal Fear, and I keep being like, please watch fucking Primal Fear.
Mine's Birdman.
Richard Gere is like the only person on the fucking cover of the DVD.
Wait, Helena, what's yours? Discord.
I think mine is Birdman.
I'm okay. You know what? Fair, but you know what the other thing is that the one for this podcast is either Keeping the Faith or Death to Smoochie. There is no in between. Both excellent movies. Why? You know what? Why don't we just?
I haven't seen either of them.
Oh, can we do an Edward Norton episode?
Yes, please. I fucking love Edward Norton.
I love him in so much.
We talked about doing this last year, and I was like, please, God.
It'll give me a chance to get a hold of Motherless Brooklyn, which, like, I don't know, my parents saw it. They said they liked it a lot.
He's in Kingdom of Heaven?
Yeah, dude, he's the king under the mask. He's uncredited, but he's the guy with he's the king with leprosy under the mask in Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah.
Hey, he knows in that movie.
Eva Green?
Oh. A lot of people.
No,
not Orlando Bloom. Orlando Bloom is in that movie. David Thewlis.
Yes.
I was like, all right, let's just go through people Ezra has a crush on.
That we've talked about recently, yeah.
Real quick, I want to do a time check. It is 8:18.
Yeah, I was going to say
so, friends, Romans, countrymen, I have to. I am going to go play.
Z has a heart out.
D&D. Yeah, I have a heart out. So, I love you. Where I'm waving at you from the depths of history in 2003, and
baby Ezra.
We're gonna do an Edward Norton. Yeah, please imagine me with my hair pulled back and but at the temples, it's kind of like escaping, and it grows in kind of funky figure eights.
I can see it in my mind's eye. I'm sure I've seen photos.
I have a retainer at this point, but I still have kind of fucked up teeth. No, I have braces. I think I had just gotten braces. I'm hauling around a clarinet case. And I still dress out of the boys section at Mervin's.
Nice.
Because I'm still, super short and shrimpy, and this was when everybody thought that I was going to take after the part of my dad's family where all the women are 5'2" and, twigs. Spoilers, I did not. Yeah, anyway. I love
a lovely
you guys.
Image.
Have fun.
You.
Yeah.
Have fun.
Adios.
Now, God, I'm just thinking about this Green Mile Cider House Rules connection that is lost
now that
time.
Z is left and just planted the seed in our mind. It's like I have the
it's like momentum.
Up. I got the string everywhere. I'm like,
oh God, where did we leave off? What else is there to cover? We're almost
Big Fish.
done.
Z was like, can we just talk about how good Big Fish is?
Oh,
and I was like, yeah,
Big Fish is very good.
I want to read the book someday. When I worked at the bookstore, I always would look at it and be like, God, I want to read Big Fish. And I never got around to it, and I'm like, I should read Big Fish. That's it. That was the only thought, is I should read. Finding Nemo, boy, talk about movies that were big.
Yeah, I remember.
We don't talk about Finding Nemo much anymore. Did I see that in theaters? I don't think I did. I think I saw it after it came out on DVD.
I saw it with my mommy at the Roseway.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like that movie still.
Yeah, it's good. There's still so many memes about Finding Nemo. I feel like that was one of those movies that everybody has seen, and I'm sure there are a lot of people who really, really like Finding Nemo. But it's not like Toy Story, where Toy Story for a lot of people of our age became kind of a cornerstone of things they're sentimental for.
Yeah,
I think we were maybe a little too old for Finding Nemo to hit us quite like that.
Well, it's weird because I think that that happened to me with Toy Story, certainly. I think that happened to a lot of people, not me so much, with Monsters, Inc. I did love Finding Nemo a lot, and I still do, but that didn't quite happen to me in the same way, and then it definitely happened to me with The Incredibles, which came out the year after that. So I was like upset. I saw The Incredibles like 3 or 4 times in theaters.
Yeah.
I was obsessed with that movie.
The Incredibles is, as it says on the box, incredible. So
yes, it is incredible. Yeah, Triplets of Belleville, which I love, but I don't know. I guess that's kind of a hidden gem.
Hidden gem for sure.
Yeah,
I've only seen it, I think, the once, but what a fucking visual treat that is.
Yeah, very, very weird, very uncanny, and disturbing, but like in the best possible way.
But like delightful at the same time. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You didn't have not mentioned Kim Possible a Stitch in Time yet, which is surprising that you haven't done that.
Well, we were just getting into so much, like prestige film talk. I didn't feel like I needed to sully it with the most prestigious film of all time, of course, Kim Possible a Stitch in Time. I mean, what is there to say about iconic classic that hasn't already been said by our most esteemed critics? A Kim Possible, Kim Possible, a Stitch in Time, is a time travel Kim Possible movie. And that's all I have to say about that. Ron moves to Norway, and it's like a bummer because they'll never see each other. And then something happens with it. I think someone, I guess Draken gets a hold of a time machine. It's been a while since I've seen it. And she, like, tries to... It's basically like a Star Trek First Contact thing where, like, the Borg go back and, like, we'll try and...
but instead it's Kim Possible, yeah.
Yeah, we'll try and kill her, like, before she... or not kill her, but because it's a kid show, but, like, demoralize her, basically.
Bum her out so she doesn't become a child crime fighter or whatever.
Yeah, that's literally the plot. It's like, let's, like, destroy her confidence so much that she never becomes who she is. And they try to... And so she has to go back and stop them from doing it when she's, like, 5 and 12 and whatever. And then they go to the future, and there's a Rufus is there, but it's not Rufus. It's like a naked mole rat who's like really buff, and he can talk.
I fucking remember this.
And he's voiced by Michael Dorn, and it's kind of like very into this. And Shiko has like taken over the world as the supreme commander, and she's got like this badass gray streak in her hair. And it's like, hell yeah, okay. Feminism? Not really, but sort of. No. What's feminism is that Kim gets to defeat her and stop her from becoming a tyrant, because tyranny is not feminist. That's Kim Possible, a Stitch in Time.
That's Kim Possible.
Or a Stitch in Time, excuse me.
Pardon me. Lizzie McGuire movie came out where Lizzie McGuire plays someone who's not her but looks exactly like her. A popular trend in the early 2000s, late 90s that vanished, thank God, because let's be honest, it was kind of weird. I don't know why we did that, but I think we did it because we could.
Yeah.
And no one thought, let's not. So
how did they explain that in the Lizzie McGuire film? Like, what are the circumstances?
Well, I mean, it is an exact Prince the Pauper story where there's no explanation for why they look so similar. It's just one of those weird fluke things where, like, sometimes you just like all the times I get texts from my friends who was like, "Hey, I just saw you downtown," and I'm like, "No, I'm not there." And they're like, "Are you sure?" And I'm like, "Yes. Here's a picture of me at work." I think it's just stuff like that where they're just like, and then so Lizzie McGuire's other self is, oh my God, what's the girl's name? I'm like totally blanking. Isabella. Wow, just pulled that from my hind brain. Man. Is like an Italian pop star, and they fucking sing "Why Not" together on this huge stage. It's a big deal. I think she maybe gets together with Gordo in that movie, but I'm not sure. Yeah,
I think she has like this possible love interest who's like this really hot Italian guy or something, and then Gordo's like, "I'm a best friend, and I have friend rights," and which is gross.
Yeah, which is weird.
And then you're like, "But this is boring." I like Gordo as a character, which is frustrating. Why those types of characters always get thrust into those sorts of situations.
Yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah.
So that's the Lizzie McGuire movie. Cheetah Girls, some bops came out of that. Mm-hmm. Don't really remember much about the plot.
As I say, I haven't seen it, so I cannot help you.
Fashions were good, though. Some peak early 2000s fashions in that one. Lot of tracksuits. A lot of cheetah patterns. A lot of weird hairstyles. That was it. That's what we were doing. It was good.
This is 2003. You have to remember, this is what was hip. This is what was happening.
Yes, and it still rules. Those are still some fucking great fashions.
Yeah.
Down with Love is one of my favorite rom-coms. It is so extremely 60s. It is out of this world. There's a lot of very weird homosexual undertones. Ewan McGregor, very attractive.
Yes, always, yes.
Good movie.
Big Fish, as we said. Very good.
This was a good year for Ewan McGregor. And the year before that, he had been in fucking Attack of the Clones. This was his time.
And the year after that...
But it's always his time. Yeah.
Yeah, it's always Ewan McGregor's time. We're just living in it.
Yeah, this is Ewan McGregor's Hollywood, and we'd all just live in it. Mm-hmm. But this was especially a good year for him. Can you imagine if Ewan McGregor had been in Lord of the Rings? Would that have been fucked up or what?
That would have been pretty weird. I don't know.
I don't think he's gonna... I think he looks... Ewan McGregor looks like he knows what a cell phone is, so he can't be in Lord of the Rings.
A little bit. Like, he can be in Trainspotting, but that's like the period piece. And he can be in Down with Love. He can go back to the 60s. He can do Moulin Rouge.
He knows what a phone is.
He knows what a phone is.
You know.
He knows, well...
It could be a landline. It doesn't have to be an iPhone.
He knows what a gutter in Paris is. Mm-hmm. I mean, he knows what anything that exists in Moulin Rouge is. Like, I think his face works in that movie.
Could Ewan McGregor be in a cowboy movie? Would that be too weird? Is that too far back? I think he has to be. I think here's the thing: Ewan McGregor has to be metropolitan.
The slow and delicate way that you ask that question is still fucking me up so bad that I can't even process what you just asked me. Yes, no.
Well, I was thinking about it. It's a very distinctive time and place.
I think that Ewan McGregor can be in a. Let me do a filter on Letterboxd really quick. Ewan McGregor. I think that Ewan McGregor could be a cowboy.
In the cowboy movie. Yeah,
I could see him on a horsey with a hat. That's all you need,
Ewan
right?
McGregor has to live in a period where guns exist. Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe
we figured out how guns work. Because we're still sometimes using swords.
I mean, to be fair, Star Wars takes place in the past, technically.
Okay, yes, but it's a future past. It is Days of Future Past.
He's done a couple of westerns. They don't have a historical fiction filter, which is hurting
this is dumb.
Heart.
When does Moulin Rouge take place? That's the 1800s, right?
It's like late 19th century. I'm pretty sure.
Okay. I don't know if I'm trying to think. Could he do like 1700s? I don't know.
Okay, now wait. He is in the Emma movie from 1996 with Gwyneth Paltrow.
Oh right.
Who does he play in that? But I bet he plays he plays Frank Churchill. Good.
We did have guns then. So.
I bet though it's a thing where it's like the further back you go, at some point he's got to have the long hair, which is just not a good look for him, I think.
No, he almost made it work in Clone Wars, but it was a struggle. If he had not had the beard, to balance it out, I think it would have been a travesty.
Yeah. See, okay, let me just hit you with this picture of him in Emma.
Could Ewan McGregor be in a pirate movie? Could he be in Master and Commander 2?
Yes. I will say yes.
Done.
Because they can have short hair in that movie. So there's him.
It's not awful.
It's not terrible, but it's... It looks
still kind of weird.
You're still like, this man...
It doesn't look right.
But to be fair, I also kind of feel that way about Gwyneth Paltrow sometimes. And she did a lot of period pieces because there was a time in the 90s where she was like, I'm British. And everyone was like, you're not, though. And she was like, yes,
but you're not. And you were like, okay, I guess.
I'm winning an Oscar for being British now. Bye.
Yeah.
So I think he could...
I think that's the key, is like, does Ewan McGregor have long hair? If not, then he could probably do it.
Yeah. I mean, he's a very talented, very versatile actor. I don't want to say that he can't... It's not that he can't pull off, here's a history tag now. Oh, what's this?
Now I just want to see McGregor in a pirate movie. This is upsetting to me. What have you found?
This is a movie called Last Days in the Desert, where Ewan McGregor plays... Let me just read the name there. Yeah, Jesus. Mm-hmm. Jesus Christ. There's 5 actors credited in this movie. The other one is one of them is Kieran Hines, playing father. I mean, it's not a
as in God, or as in like
as in Joseph? I don't know. I'm assuming it's Kieran Hines. So
ambiguous dad.
I'm assuming because it's Kieran Hines that this is God.
Okay.
he doesn't,
just connected those dots.
Terrible. I mean, Jesus wasn't white, so that's wrong.
So fucked up on that front.
But also, he doesn't look terrible as Jesus.
What's the line? This is it. This is the end of the episode now. Is us trying to figure out.
Well, he's older. He's older now in Last Days because this was made in 2015. Emma was made in 1996. Maybe that's the secret. Then, he can carry this look.
Yeah, okay, he can have longer... So, like, he could now be in Lord of the Rings. This I'm looking at, and I'm thinking, this is some Gondor realness. He could not have been in Lord of the Rings when it came out.
This is true. I'm so glad that we've solved this mystery. It took us so long to get there.
The charts, the journey we went through.
I was going to give a
Lord of the Rings the fucking Lord of the Rings show that's coming out. Like, there we go. Just put him in that. When they eventually do the Obi-Wan movie or fucking show, they better do it based on that book where he basically is just a dude dicking around in a desert. Maybe he'll have long hair like this, and it'll be cute.
It'll be good. Give him a beard. He looks good in a beard. He does look good in a beard. The beard that he rocks in Revenge of the Sith. That's very good.
And I
just want to do a quick shout out to the Oscars, not to them, but to what won that year. Because as we've discussed, Return of the King won so many awards. A lot of the awards it was nominated for, Master and Commander and Pirates of the Caribbean were also nominated for, because there were a lot of technical awards. Visual effects, all 3 of those were nominated. Film editing, best makeup, best costume design, best art direction, best sound mixing, best original song, best adapted screenplay, best director, best picture. Master and Commander actually did really well in terms of nominations.
Yeah, it got a lot of noms.
That's good. And then,
it deserved it. That movie is really good.
It's a really good movie.
That movie is good and rules.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's actually even better than I remember. Because I before watching it again last night, I was like, I remember I really liking this movie, but maybe it's just one of those movies that like I really like, but it's not like technically amazing. But
it's not like a very good movie.
Yeah, it's actually incredible.
No, it is a fucking visual feat. Yeah, no, the sound especially. There's a little bit of music in that movie, but not very much. Most of it is just like the sounds of like boat shit. It is off the wall.
It is
so good.
Very well used.
There is like one notable piece of music that is not them playing music, and it fucking killed me. It was so well used. God.
Yeah.
I almost started crying.
Yeah.
About the boat movie.
A lot of it too, when they do use it, it's not original score. It's classical pieces like that one Bach piece that they use a couple of times, and then also diegetic music in the sense that like the frame is that Jack and Stephen are like Jack and Stephen, my best friends, Aubrey and Maturin are in their quarters and they play. I
like that you went back to using their last names as if
you
have to be formal with them.
Well, they're gentlemen. I have to respect them.
Oh yeah, all right.
I don't. They can use their first names to each other, but that's too intimate for me.
Okay.
All
right.
No, they go to each other's quarters and they play. They play together. Maturin has the cello, which Paul Bettany learned how to play, and
God, I love him.
And Jack Aubrey has the violin, which he plucks at. Which I would say that it's very likely that Russell Crowe already knew how to play that, seeing as he was in a band.
It was in a band, yes. Z said that they are actually playing those instruments. They dubbed over them, but the 2 of them are actually playing that music.
They look very convincing. It's really delightful.
Yeah.
So a lot of the music that does appear is like a framing. It's diegetic in that they are playing the music and then it carries over into some other scenes. Which is
other scene, which is so delightful. Yeah.
It's really sweet.
So, unusual double feature, watch the boat movie and
Cider
the
House
boat movie again.
No.
Watch the boat movie and Pirates of the Caribbean. So you're just watching two boat movies with two very different tones.
I can't think of a better way to spend my evening.
Yeah.
Shout out to Tim Robbins for winning Best Supporting Actor in Mystic River. I guess that's all I want to say. I wish there was a better way for me to shout out the fashions that were happening in this year and the toys we were plagued with and I don't know.
The shit that was going on in 2003 was truly out of this world.
It was nuts.
Entirely in terms of culture.
Yeah, I don't even want to get into politics like that.
Yeah, let's not go there. I don't even... Yeah. But just in terms of, oh boy, you reminded me that in 2003, things that were happening were bad in terms of politics. Oh boy, they were real bad, huh?
Yeah, it was not good.
It was super bad, actually. You're right. Don't think about that part. Just think about the fashions. Just think about the movies.
Yeah, here's the line that I want to draw, right? I don't want to be a person who's just forget about everything and ignore what's happening and don't, because politics, a lot of that is really stressful and can be upsetting. Definitely, you should be informed and you should be paying attention to what's going on. But also, it is okay to want to think about things are not that. And sometimes it's, I'm far from the first person to say this, but sometimes it's just not great for your mental health to be constantly thinking about things that are upsetting and sad. So every year that I've been alive, including 2003, has had some really great things in it and some really bad things in it as well. Everything that's what every year is unfortunately, and I know that some years seem worse than others, but then it'll be the past soon. Just like 2003, and that's comforting. Just like 2001 through 2000 now.
2000 now.
My favorite year is 2000 now.
2000 now. Now that's what I call music. 2000 now. See, just in our chat, just Jesus H. What reacting to. Funnily enough, this picture of Ewan McGregor is Jesus. Oh man. Hey howdy hey. So anyway, here's the thing. God, it's just so fucking funny that he played Jesus. Yeah, so basically what Helena said, but also if you think about it like this, for people who feel guilty about not being on top of things all the time, if you're on top of things all the time, you're gonna get burnt out, and then you'll be less effective at enacting change. So you gotta take breaks so you know you're at the top of your game. And you should watch the boat movie and just fucking watch some boat stuff.
Watch some boat stuff.
Boats are good, yeah.
Look
up Google red carpet outfits 2003 and just look at how good all of them are.
Yes, and I want to do a plug the way that it's that same way that I did for Ezra and Matty at the beginning before recording. The Vanity Fair film critic Richard Lawson, who's my favorite film critic right now, does every year. He's been doing this for a few years now. Does a full Oscar recap from the Oscars 20 years previous, and he does this every Oscar season. So most recently, a few months ago, he did the recap for the year 2000, and he goes very in depth into the fashions and the really terrible, awkward stuff that happens on the red carpet. How so invasive all of the journalists are, and all of the weird stuff that happens during the ceremony that feels should never have been allowed to happen then, and definitely would not have been allowed to happen now. And it's just a really weird and fun, disturbing little time capsule that I think is really enjoyable. It's very GIF heavy because he really does a lot of good archival work and going back and finding GIFs from videos of that year. So it might be difficult to load on your phone, but I definitely encourage people to check them out. They're really fun.
Yeah, so there you go. We get a couple of things for you to look up while you're watching the boat movie. Watching that double feature. It's been a really long time since we've done an unusual double feature. I miss them.
Yeah, they're fun, eh?
I almost watched Beetlejuice and Knives Out back to back, which I didn't have time to, but I was like, boy, that's going to be fucking weird to watch, but I want to watch both of these movies super bad, so I guess I'm doing it. Still have not rewatched Knives Out. Do have the Blu-ray, so hopefully next time you hear from me, I will have watched Knives Out again.
That's good.
We should watch Knives Out. We should find a way to get us all together and watch Knives Out.
Yes, I rented it recently.
Hells yells.
On something, and it was really good, again, to see. So.
God, it's good. It's a good movie.
It's a good film.
Yeah. There you go.
With that, what are the final words we want to say that is besides our outro? Have a good 2003. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy this 2003. Wear as much denim as you want. Mm-hmm. In this moment. Just go put on as much denim as you can. Crank up Avril Lavigne's Complicated and just wear so much denim.
So much denim. The lowest rise jeans you have. Those weird sandals that all the women were wearing.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Just go ham.
I love you. Bucket hats.
Bucket hats. Just live in the moment.
God, I hate bucket hats so much. Yeah.
Well, thank you for hanging out with us here on Sneople at the Movies. Almost forgot the name of the podcast there. Interesting. Fun. From the Infinity Break Network. Check out infinitybreak.net for more awesome content, and come hit us up on Twitter at people_snake, or shoot us an email at sneopleatthemovies@gmail.com. Our amazing music was done by Johnny Ronaldo, who you can find at Johnny Ronaldo on Twitter. Our super snazzy logo was designed by Bethany Luthold. Check her out at bethanyluthold.wixsite.com. If you've got a subject you want to hear us talk about next time, a movie you think we absolutely need to watch, or you want to send us your top 2003 red carpet looks, please come say hello. Definitely want to see those red carpet looks. Thank you very much. Also, if you can, please leave a review on iTunes and share the show with any friends who you think would enjoy it. Anything that you can do to help spread the news is so helpful, even now that we have been on for more than a year, which is crazy and wild. Podcasts are still a very, person-to-person type of... Whoops, that's a bad way to phrase that right now.
I was thinking peer-to-peer payments. It's a peer-to-peer experience.
Yes, yeah, that's a better way of phrasing it.
Sure. Yeah.
And it still really helps us out. And much
word of mouth is good for us, for sure.
Very good. And as always, thank you for listening, and we'll see you at the movies.